Today is July 5th, and I didn't show you what I did here yesterday. I took pictures, but that's as far as I've gotten. Basically what I'm going to do is, you may have remembered me making this bed here over the last few years and trying to figure out what I want to do. And ideally, my idea was to border my Hugelkultur bed with rocks and make it look like a rock wall all around, with a gap here. With a gap there, and just fill junk rocks in it to make a thicker, better wall. What I decided to do, because this right here has a lot of shade and doesn't get much sun in the afternoon, and it also doesn't allow, the trees don't allow the rain to hit that corner of the garden, and I'll show you the difference. Look at the difference between those plants and those plants. Planted at the same time, and they're just not doing so well over there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put some shade stuff over there for next year, but this year I have stuff, experimental garden going here, basically is what it is. So what I did yesterday was pull the rocks out here, and I have them scattered throughout here, but I started putting most of them into that big old tractor trailer or logging truck tire that blew out and I picked up along the road. So, let me zoom out. So this right here is work in progress, so if you can ignore that, you're doing good. So what I did yesterday is pull the rocks out of here, and I ran into a ant's nest right there, lugging the bunch of rocks, and you can see they're still in a tizzy. So they must be moving from there to over here, and I bet if I zoom out, yep, they moved. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do with that, but right now I'm not concerned with that. As long as I can work here, then I don't care about what's there. So that's what my goal today is, to start filling this up Hugelkultur style. And I already started here a few weeks ago. You might have remembered seeing the pictures, and this is ready for more compost and more better soil, and that will just decompose, and you can see it maintains its moisture, so it's doing what it needs to do. So the first layer is always cardboard for me, because cardboard will help hold moisture and it will help hold nutrients so other things can grow better, and it will take these, and these will hold moisture as well as they decompose. So that's the idea, is to puzzle these together in here. It will offer bulk, and as it breaks down, it will offer nutrients. So that's my goal this morning. Okay, what you see here is what I finished for today. I finished it, topped it off with unfinished compost. And you can see the bones, you see some sticks, you can see a piece of foil. Stuff that hasn't really broken down into soil yet, but it will. This is a long-term project. And what I'll do is come and top it off with some finished compost after, and a layer of grass, and then finished compost, just to make it look a little better and to help hold in some moisture and some heat. This decomposes, and I should be able to plant here and next spring, actually. And over here, excuse me, this big rock I'm going to have to tumble over that way. Let me zoom out. I'm going to have to tumble this big rock over that way, because I really don't want it there. I put it there just because it was a big rock, and that was where it plopped, and I just stood it up. But I stopped there and with this method until I can move that. Then I'll continue working this way, and let these ants over here calm down a little bit more. So I'll start with this next week. And they're not nice. One stomp and here they come. But I leave them alone. They leave me alone for the most part. I try to work around them.